name is Maureen Ship from Sachse, Texas.
Hi, I'm Emily Lewis and I'm from Benton, Arkansas. We are so glad you are here tonight to join our Out with the Old, In with the New color event. We are so glad you're here. So just a little bit about what to expect tonight. So we are going to show two just very similar looks, but completely different all at the same time. So it's going to be so fun. But also, so the way our streaming works, there's a little bit of a delay. So sometimes we get distracted with the comments and so we're like all over the place. So we are switching it up tonight, and us personally on the camera will not address the comments just because we had to turn them off. But we have people coming in and responding to comments. And so if you ask something and we don't address it, we don't want you to feel hurt or upset or anything like that. We love you. We just will not be addressing it from the camera. So, okay, let's get the show on the road. So we're going to start with our eyes. So if you pre-purchased your packet and you have all of your makeup in front of you, you're ready to go, pull it out and we'll show you what we're using. If you did not, there will be an option at the end for some different bundles for you to take advantage of the different products we're using. So go ahead and show yours, Maureen.
So this is if I show the mirror, it'll reflect and glam your eyes. The colors that I am using are Sandcastle, Sunlit Rose, and Espresso. The cheek color is Rogue Rose. And then I'm using the Latte Contour and what's the name of our highlighter? I can't even think of it right now. I totally went blank. That one. The lighter highlighter.
Glazed. Glazed.
Yes, glazed.
All I could think was Honey Glow, which is the one for a little bit darker.
The other one. And I was like, I can tell you what the other one is. Don't get that one saying it's mine. I can't tell you what mine is.
Okay.
All right.
I'll be doing a little bit different of a look. Very similar, but just a little different. So I have Blossom. And then I have Sunlit Rose and Merlot. I know some ladies have Dusty Rose that pre-purchased, and so we will. Do we need to switch colors?
No, keep talking. I told them the wrong name. Mine is not Sunlit Rose. Yours is.
Is yours Dusty Rose?
No. Keep talking.
Okay,
I'll
so
get there.
I have Sunlit Rose, but these colors can be mixed and matched. These techniques can be mixed and matched. So you go with the colors you've got, and we're just going to have some fun. And if you don't know what colors you need at the end of the night, talk to your consultant and she can find some fabulous colors to make your eyes pop. Did you figure out what color you've got?
Not yet, but it'll come to me. I'm sure of it. How could it not? She was in Sunlit Rose, so if it's a different one, I was like, oh, yeah, whatever. You too can be this. All right.
You can be an independent sales director with Mary Kay. Okay, so we're going to start off with some eye primer. Okay, so we have already prepped our skin, and y'all, skincare is so important, but tonight's focus is makeup. So if you have not had a skincare appointment with your consultant yet, that is number one. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Text your consultant right now and say, I need a skincare appointment, because she wants to help you with your skincare. But we're going to take our eye primer. And just
question: are you and I both on screen? Can they see both of us?
We are. They can see both of us. Right. So you're going to take your eye primer, just a little dot, and it goes all over your eye. Let me set that down actually. So this just preps your
ring finger, people. Ring finger.
Yes, it's your weakest finger. We don't want to tug and pull around our eye and damage that skin. Okay. What brush are you using first, Maureen? How are you starting?
You do it, I'll follow. You lead, I'll follow. We're dancing.
Okay, so we're both going to take some Light Beam to kind of prep our eyes. Did you what?
Frozen Iris. You can continue.
Maureen is using Frozen Iris.
Let it be known. And all the people bought it because she remembered. All right, keep going.
Oh, okay. So we're both going to take some Light Beam liquid eyeshadow. And we both use this just a touch differently. So I'm excited to see how she uses hers. Well, I say.
Okay, so actually Emily taught me a technique the other day, so I'm going to do it. Normally I just do it with my finger, but she's like, I don't know, girl, just brush, blend it out. And I'm like, well, okay.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna try that. Because hers was so shimmery and gorgeous. Oh my gosh. This is super pretty.
So you just take a little light beam and then you take your cream brush, your cream color brush. And if you pre-purchase the bundle, it's in there. And you're just gonna blend it all the way up to your brow. All the way up.
Oh my
And if you
gosh, I'm so here for it.
Yes, awesome. I'm
This
so
is
glad I taught you
amazing. Oh my
something,
gosh,
Maureen.
the look is totally different. The look is totally different. Tools matter.
Yes, it does.
All right. All right.
Yeah, I
I'll
just
take
found
a
I
look.
did a charcoal mask this morning and I just found a little charcoal mask right there. Okay. So I am a little behind. So I want you to talk about your first color you're putting on your eye. So go
Okay,
for it, Maureen.
so I am going to start with a matte on the lid. The reason is Emily, okay, this may surprise you. Emily is younger than I am. You may not have noticed. It's the Zoom.
No idea.
So, on younger eyes, shimmer, matte, it's all good, it's all fun. As you mature, some women have said the shimmer doesn't look quite as good on me. I want to go with a matte. So the reason that it is that way on some women is because of, think about a gumball. You know how the gumball has like a shiny spot? If you see a picture of a circle and it has a shiny spot, your brain says that's round, that's a ball, that's a gumball, because you see the shiny spot. So when you see that shiny spot, your brain interprets that wrinkle, that crepiness, and it notices it. And the brain says that goes in, that's a wrinkle. That's why a matte can be more forgiving when it comes to that. Also, if you will press pat as opposed to lightly, then you will get more coverage if that's your preference. It is mine, so I press. So I'm going to be pressing on the lid, the sandstone.
Just a little additional tip. You can spray your eyeshadow brush with finishing spray and it will keep your eyeshadow stays on everyday life regardless. But the finishing spray just kind of gives it that extra hold and
Yep.
really just a little more boldness.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
The whole part. I'm not sure about the bold, but I'll also add that I forget.
So I'm doing Blossom.
I
I'm
just
on my
did
lid.
Sandcastle.
Yeah, it's very similar to Maureen, just to give a little more depth right there. Okay. Jump on over to your
Oh, I know what I was going to tell you. So
What?
like with the application, it is actually like our shadows are like a concentrate. So it doesn't take a ton of product. So yeah, that was what I was going to say.
Yes, I love that. My eyeshadows last forever. Well, maybe not forever, but pretty
Yeah,
close.
you
to
still run out of the lid color first, I have found for me, because that's the color that is the largest surface area. And I like that the compacts are magnetics, that all you do is replace that one color. Is so much more economical. Oh my gosh.
So
Yeah, it
here's
doesn't fall
your
out and so much more
compact, and I'll
economical.
show you real quick. So they just pop. I don't want this to fall. So there's a little divot right there, and they just pop right out. Oh, I don't want. See how it came out?
There you go.
Yeah, so you can just change them out. Mm-hmm.
So if you're going like on a vacay or something and you know it's going to be a neutral trip, then you just put your neutrals in. It's super convenient.
This is my favorite way. So the bundle is my favorite way to pack my perfect palette because it's everything you need right there.
Mm-hmm.
It's your favorite eyeshadow colors. It's your blush, your highlighter, and your contour. Just pull this out on a daily basis. Yeah. And then I keep my extras in the Pro palette. So just some little tips.
So that way you have a travel set and you have a master supply. And the benefit of that is like if you take it on a trip and you pack it in your luggage and your luggage gets lost, you now are not without makeup because you have a travel set and that's it. You can take it to the office, you can take it to the gym. Like it's super easy to grab and do a grab and go.
Yes. So tell us where you're putting your eyeshadow, Maureen.
Okay, so I am going to apply And okay, so this brush, can you see this brush? It's angled. With the brush, you can do where the smaller part of the bristles go in toward the crease, and then you fade, and then I tip the brush out so that the brush is not too wide, and then I do just a little bit here. So I go up, tip the brush up, and then do a little bit there. Other people flip it around so that the longer bristles are there and go to the inside part toward the crease, and then do the same concept and tip so that it's more sideways, blade like thin, where you're doing this part right here.
So I'm
And I'm gonna do
taking
the other side.
the Sunlit Rose, or Dusty Rose, whichever one you have. Sunlit just has a shimmer to it, and Dusty is a matte color. And so you're taking it on the outside, just like she just explained, and flipping it in. And since with your bundles, you have the eye blending brush, you want to go a little bold. That brush, y'all, I don't tell people they have to have brushes, but I tell people they have to have that one.
You have to, like, it will help with your timetable so much more. My daughter, I was like, oh, Mary Kay just came out with the blending brush, get the blending brush. And she was like, really? Because she got it. She came downstairs. She goes, you have to help your people. Like, they have to use it. She goes, my time has been cut in half and the look is so much better. She goes, it looks so much more faded and so much more even and so much more like upscale, like professional, like put together. And I'm like, yeah.
Yes, absolutely. So for me, my rule of thumb, my blending brush never touches color. So there's an on occasion where maybe with a look that I want it to touch color, but for day to day, never touches color.
Never. Sacred brush. That's what I call it. The sacred brush.
Yes.
Mine is from previous. Mine's pink.
Okay. What did you do? Tell them what you did with your darker color.
Okay. So the darkest, you mean like the one you're doing Merlot and I'm doing espresso, that one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I haven't done it yet, but I use the smudger brush. I touch it into the espresso. And what I do is I go right on top of the outer corner with the espresso. And the reason I start in the outer corner is so that the highest concentration of color is in the outer corner, and then it fades and lightens as it gets towards the inner color. So espresso, hang on, espresso out here going up, and I stay up on top, like on the bone. I don't go in the crease because it helps open up my eye. And then I come down on the top of the lash line. And then I just back and forth. And then I go to the other eye. Go ahead, Emily.
Perfect. So I just have my Sunlit Rose on. And if you notice, Maureen, did you blend after your first color?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So she blended there. I personally wait until I have all of my colors on to blend. So you'll kind of notice the difference in our looks there.
For some reason, my eyes will grab and hold the color. And so if I don't blend in between, then it takes me longer to blend. That's just
really
me. So, and different people are different. I was doing an appointment one time and one lady was like, I said, I would put a little bit more on your right eye. And she said, my right eye always absorbs more color. And I said, I understand that. So what you're going to do, and I guided her through how to pack the brush and press and layer to get the look you want. And she did it. And she was like, oh my gosh, for the first time ever. I'm like,
I love it.
Thanks for coming.
I love it.
But yeah, like we all have little whatevers and little ways that we do it to get the look that we want. And that's what it's about, is the look that you want.
And I even take a little bit, I don't know if you did this. I take a little bit of my Merlot and just take it under my lashes, just a touch.
Oh, I did it with the, you did it with Merlot, which was her deepest color. I did mine with my Frozen Iris, which is the lighter color, my medium color.
I love it.
Yeah. Not right or wrong.
Just
Just
you can do it.
Yeah.
Okay. So here's that blending brush we were talking about. And y'all, you literally use it like a windshield wiper. Okay. So just back and forth, it blends.
So pretty.
Thanks.
Look at the difference. Oh my gosh, look at the difference.
Yes. So this one is way more Blended. Yeah. Yep.
And the other
Love
one's a
it.
little bit chunky, a little bit like it's pretty, but it's just not. It's like salt and pepper, but sometimes
Yes.
you need a little like cumin
Mhm.
or something, and garlic powder, like something.
A little parsley in your no.
Something.
Whatever you need.
Something.
Okay, so let's do our eyeliner.
Okay.
Okay. Which eyeliner are you using, Maureen?
Black pencil. What are you doing?
I'm doing waterproof liquid pen.
Liquid. Mm.
So again, y'all, it's all about your preferences. If you know something, you like something specifically, something a certain way, talk to your consultant and she can help you customize things for you.
Well, and I do use that. I'm just not using it today. So it's not like for me, it's not one size fits all either.
Right. So
There are situations one
Yeah.
one or the other.
So the one Maureen is using comes in black and brown.
Deep brown and steely.
Deep brown.
Black is black. Deep brown, don't let the name throw you. But the steely is actually like a charcoal gray. So,
and
you
it's
can also
beautiful. I
take-
thought I would never use it, and I used it once. And I was like, that's really pretty.
Yeah. And you can actually put eyeshadows on top. Like you can take her Merlot and layer it on top of her liquid eyeliner if you want that look. If you want a vibrant purple look, you can put it on top of this one if you want a vibrant purple look. Mine is also waterproof, which I love.
Yeah.
You can also take, hang on, I got my brush here. Hold that thought. You can also take this, where's my brush? I may be going off script, but this
You're
one,
good.
okay, you see how it's got that? Well, it's got that eyeliner limb, and you can blend if you like a softened eyeliner look. If you don't like the harsh look, you like a softer look. I like a harsh look. I don't call it harsh, I call it defined, just like me. So if you don't like a defined look, harsh look, whatever your word is, if you don't do it, yeah, I'll probably prefer it. And I personally go under and fill in the, so in between the lashes, if you can see the skin, it tends to make the lashes look thinner and that kind of thing. So I do a fill in and it makes the lashes look thicker.
I just learned something
Yep.
new.
It's called tight lining.
I love it. So you can do your eyeshadow first or your foundation first, just on a regular basis. It's kind of preference, especially with our eyeshadows. You don't have a lot of that fallout that you get with other eyeshadows. It just kind of stays on your eye like it's supposed to.
Yeah.
And so we were just talking right before this, I like to do my eyes first, just so that way I can clean things up if I need to. Like if I mess up on eyeliner or whatever, I can take a little eye makeup remover and correct it. But Maureen loves to do her foundation first. So it's just whichever one you prefer. Okay. So let's grab our foundation primer.
Got it.
Okay. So foundation primer creates a barrier on your face. So that way your foundation doesn't get down in your pores. It makes your skin appear smoother when your foundation is on, and it really locks it into place. But even if you aren't wearing foundation, it is great to wear just because.
Protects your skin from the, like, it's just like whenever you wash your car and you come out a couple hours later and you see all of that on your car, on the windows, that's on your skin. So this is a barrier to protect between all of that and your skin.
Mm-hmm. It's even great. So mask, no mask, whatever you're having to do, there's a lot of people that are still having to wear them for work. And so if you wear this and then put your mask on, it creates a barrier between your skin, so you won't see as many breakouts from your mask. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, foundation. Let's do it. I'm curious to see how Maureen puts her foundation on.
Really?
Yeah.
I put a dollop on the back of my hand.
Mm-hmm.
And then I take, Emily is going to be using the liquid foundation brush. I mean, I'm going to be using it. She's going to be using the blending brush.
Yes. So the one Maureen's using looks like this.
Mm-hmm. And do you do, so I am following her lead, but I may do it a little bit differently in real life. Like Like I would do the concealer first. That's how I roll, but it's
Ah.
whatever.
Good to know. I love it. So with our foundation, it has a, I'm losing my words, Maureen. What's the name of it? Where it matches your skin? IntelliMatch technology.
IntelliMatch, yeah. Where it matches your skin. Oh, wait, I think I
Like,
found my
what's
word.
the word? So it's going to change to match the color of your skin. So when you put it on your hand, y'all, your hand is not the same color as the skin on your face. So you want to get it on quickly so that way it matches to your face and not the skin on the back of your hand.
And I do a stippling approach. I like that look better, where it's more like a, what one of my consultants call it, a stabbing approach. I do a stabbing approach. I was like, that's probably a better way to say it. So I just do that. And then I do a blend under here because everybody has lighter skin under their chin because it acts as a visor. So there's like this V shape here that I just blend it down. And it does a total match. And yeah. And I go like that around the nose so that I don't get any, like when you're looking in the rearview mirror and you're like, whoa, what happened there? That happens a lot of times if someone uses their fingers, but when you're using a brush and you just go like that at the edges of the nose, it covers all of that entire area.
I love it. So this foundation is incredible.
It really is. Our previous foundation was featured on Good Morning America by Robin, and then they discontinued it shortly thereafter. Good Morning America featured it because it was so age fighting. And then Mary Kay came out with this because this has the 3D encapsulated resveratrol formula in it. Super age fighting.
Yes. And our previous foundation actually won an award for being like most inclusive for shades of foundation.
No way.
Yes. And then we came out with a new one that's got even more shades.
Even more shades. Whenever they made this new one, they said, we're going to do the data. We're going to do the data. So what that means is they did thousands, not 100 or 50 to determine, and then they clustered it. They plotted it and found that it clustered. So most clusters were large, like this is the majority of the people, and then some clusters were small. That's my people out here who are like, I can never find a foundation. Okay, Mary Kay. Okay, so if you have a small cluster here and a small cluster here, it's smarter business to make a color here and both people are accommodating. Mary Kay's like, no, we're going to do the data. They made yours and they made yours. Even if they lose money, they know that you're happy. You love your Mary Kay. You don't like your Mary Kay. You love your Mary Kay. That's why they did it for you. All the rest of us were like, this is good stuff. But they are like, that's what we want. And all of you love it.
Yes. So we're going to get our concealer and under eye corrector on. While we're putting that on, concealer, you put anywhere where there's like a blemish or something kind of shining through the skin that you're not really happy with. Under eye corrector goes under your eyes. You can mix your under eye corrector and concealer together to get you the perfect shade for under your eyes. But while we're putting it on, I want to ask you a question, Maureen. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. So you started your business 27 years ago? 24? 24 years ago. Okay. So what made you say yes?
Actually, I had 4 small children. They were 5, 4, 3, and 1. And I heard about the discount and I'm like, I don't know about the rest of it, but sister can use a discount. So that was my grand decision was, yeah, I'll get the discount.
Yeah.
And so that's what made me say, yeah, I'll do that. And then as I became exposed, as I saw the opportunity and the support, then I was like, wait a minute, I can do this. Yeah. They're going to support me like that. I can do. So then I chose to build a business. What about you, Emily?
So I started mainly because I thought, worst case scenario, I get the discount. And I knew I had family that loved Mary Kay. And so I was like, well, I can like sell to them and I'll use what I make off of them to pay for my products. So then that's not coming out of our family's budget. And so that way I can just use the products I want. still get my discount, but kind of get them for free using the money I make. And so that was kind of initially why I said yes. It's like, just makes smart business sense.
Yeah. Good
And
little customer
similar to
base.
you,
little
I
side
saw
hustle.
the support. I'd been with another company before, and there was zero support, and I had a horrible experience. And so I was like, I will never do anything like this ever again. And then I just sat down and I talked with who's my mentor now, Marion, and she was like, I mean, I'm sitting here with you talking to you, like that's support. And I was like, you're right, like you're not wrong there. And so that was what started it.
So I was actually with another company prior, and it was the product. At the end of 1 year, I sold a grand total of one item. And it was not a high dollar item. And I did all of the trainings. I was
Yeah.
teachable, and it was the product.
Wow.
And so when I experienced the product, and I was like, oh my gosh, this stuff is good. So if you look at my track record, I am not good in sales. That's what someone can hear. But when I experienced this product, I was like, I can represent that product. I can support that brand. They have a good product. And so within my first year as a consultant, I earned a diamond ring in sales. It may not have been you, sis. It may have been the company or the product.
I love it. Yes. Okay. What do you normally do next, Maureen? I know we're kind of all over the place for the order you normally put your makeup on.
So I would do the silky setting powder. What would
That's
you
what
do?
I did next. Maybe we are the same. So your silky setting powder, if you do not have this already, it has I don't even know what you call it. The top of it closes, so you can twist it.
Sifter. It's called a sifter.
The sifter closes, so all of your product doesn't spill out.
Mm-hmm.
You never use it?
I never use the sifter. I'm like, it's fine. It pre-taps it for me because it's my friend. It takes care of me. You know, you got to flock it. You got to turn it over and flock it. I'm like, it's my friend. It takes care of it. It flocks it while I'm putting it. What do you do?
No, I did the same thing. But I want you to tell your super quick tip on how to make your foundation like stay.
Oh, once you get your foundation on, you mean the silky set, the finishing spray? Oh my gosh. So if you will, before your mascara, if you will spray your face, and it will set your foundation for the day. So you can, and yeah, that whole XT, like I have a purpose. And I will do that maybe after my cheek color, or if it's like I'm in Texas, people, it gets hot here. So I will do multiple sprays. Like I will spray after the silky setting powder, I'll let it dry completely, and then I'll do cheeks, and then I'll spray again because it will melt straight off of you. So yeah, it's amazing. It's completely amazing. Silky setting powder that she used to spray with the eyeshadow. You can also use it to spray all over the face. Don't worry about the XT. Just get your face good. But then let it dry. If you need to grab a card and fan it, yeah. Okay, so while you're doing your silky setting powder, let me ask you a question. What have you found yourself like most grateful for with Mary Kay?
I am most grateful for the women. Women. Never would I thought I would say that, because traditionally women are not always kind. You know, and so
it's a shame that we have that reputation.
I know, right? But
there's some great women out there.
You know, you get women who are prioritizing their life, God first, family second, career third, and they genuinely cheer each other on. Like, even if someone is like at the position that you want to be at, like they're cheering you on and you're cheering them on, and it's just the most beautiful, I don't know, thing that you can't really describe. People don't get it.
You have to experience it.
Yes. And so just the women that call me out on, Emily, you are prioritizing your business right now and not your family. You need to go be with your family. That are going to call you on those things out of love. I have just loved it so much. So,
or share an idea on how to work differently to be able to hit your goals and keep your priorities.
yes,
It's very, very beautiful. And one of the things that I have loved has been, the whole aging process and how it can be a little bit challenging. This is for my sisters out there who are a little bit further away from 16. I have loved that I am able to embrace that because of this product line and because of their constant effort for improvement and what is best for the consumer and what is best for the consultant. I am grateful that I get to do that graciously and teach others how to do that graciously. It has been such a blessing to not, I'm very grateful for that rather than dreading it. So
I love that. Okay, let's do our highlighter and contour and cheek color. So your Mary Kay has made your cheek brush incredibly. Like they designed it perfectly. So the end, it's angled, as you can see. So you want to get your contour on just these bristles that stick out longer. So for me personally, I put the brush upside down and then I get my color just like that. Okay. And then I need to get my mirror. I can't do this in the camera. My camera's backwards.
Can't do this successfully.
I can.
We can do anything. May not look worth having.
So your contour just goes right in here. So like kind of if you're making a fishy face and where it kind of naturally indents right there, that's where you want your contour to go. Where else do you put it on your face, Maureen?
Sometimes if my hair is like this, I will take some contour and I will put it there so that it's not, there's a transition, like it's not quite, Maureen's white and then her hair's like there's a softer fade. Or I will also put it here going downward and here going downward to give my face more of an angle,
So I typically will do some right under my lip to define my lip. So right in there. Then you can even do a little bit on your nose.
That I do. That I do.
On either side.
Can you see the difference?
Yes, beautiful. It just gives your face a little bit more shape. Love it. Okay, next up, we've got our highlighter. So again, it goes on the edge of the bristles. Ideally, you would have two different cheek brushes so you're not mixing colors, just so that way you get the true color. But your bundle only came with one, but you can definitely
grab a second one. Because when she started doing it, I was like, how are we gonna do this?
So again, color on the tip, but this time you're turning your brush over. And when you put it just on those longer bristles, it's going to hit perfectly right there where you want your highlighter to go. Perfect. Okay, while we're doing this, I want to ask Maureen one more question. So Maureen, knowing what you know now, I want you to go back to yourself 24 years ago when you were considering a Mary Kay business. Okay, so think about that, Maureen. What would you tell her, knowing what you know now?
I would tell her, don't be afraid to be wrong. It's a part of the process. Show up for all of the learning because you're going to have to pay for therapy, or you can be a part of this and get paid as you go.
Yeah.
Some of us, that's our story. And so we're gonna,
Yeah.
yeah, because I have been blessed by the association with all of these women. Yeah. Yeah. What about you?
I would tell myself, go all in sooner. So like I started and just kind of tapped my foot in the water, like tap my toe, and just really got my products for like a year. And then it wasn't until the next year I started like, okay, maybe I will work this a little bit. And then in my next year was when I was like, okay, I really am going to work this. And so go all in sooner.
That's good.
You know, it's worth what do you have to lose, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true.
So now
Okay, and then I'm putting my cheek color right in between those. And I, again, start at the back, go down so that the highest concentration of color is at the back, and it does like a fade as it goes. And then up around the temple, a little bit of color there.
I'm gonna be ready for a hot date tonight.
Whoop, whoop. We were going to Walmart, but not anymore.
Nope.
Target.
No, my kids are asleep. We're not going anywhere.
My baby's grown. So we are going to Target.
We want to. Okay, so I have on Rosy Nude blush. What color did you say yours was, just so they know?
Rogue Rose.
Rogue Rose. Okay, so we are finishing up. We're coming around home. I want you to teach on brows real quick, Maureen.
Okay, so brows are everything right now. Mm-hmm. So I prefer the brow pencil. Other people prefer the tint, which is a bristle, but I like a more defined. So the first thing I do is clear my throat. It preps me. So what she's doing with the spoolie, get all the brows going in the right direction, upward through these, and then downward down the end. Everybody's got their marching orders and they're in line. I start at the bottom part and I do small feather strokes on the under part. Okay, that was ridiculous. I did like a Spock thing out there. Let me take care of that. All right, that's a bit much. Okay, so I cross over the brow.
Can you move your mirror over so we can see?
Oh, yeah. I cross over the brow. That was why I went Spock out there too far. And then I go down like this. So I go under, small feather strokes, over the brow, come down the other side. That creates a lifted look. Then I come back and do the top part. And then I actually, if you'll notice, this brow is further away from the nose. This one, the brow is more to the nose. So the idea is to be able to lay your pencil and then the brow goes to the pencil. That's the idea. The edge of the nose, straight up the inlet of the eye, straight up, the color goes to there. Well, my hair doesn't grow like that. It's quit growing. Then you take your pencil, edge of the nose, across the iris of the eye. That's where idealistically the height of the brow is. And then again, edge of the nose, edge of the eye, that's where the brow should end. There should not be hair past that. So if God didn't give it to you, pay for it. So this is me.
And this there's one. Brow liner is so thin that it just naturally helps you give that little feathered.
Yep. That little feather-like look. Mm-hmm. And I will, for those people who have oilier skin, finishing spray on the brows afterward, totally brilliant.
Yes.
And then same on the other eye. And remember, sisters, not twins. So this one is like my not as easy eye. So y'all talk amongst yourselves while I struggle.
But can you, so I just want you to look at mine real fast. Like, look at the difference.
Oh yeah. I've already started on mine. Look at that. It's crazy. Like I already start. You can see where.
It gives so much definition.
Oh yeah. Well, mine look like they got the mange or something. So we got.
So
We got
this was not in your bundle, but one thing I do want to talk about just while you're doing your next brow, volumizing brow tint. So maybe you're the gal out there that's never done her brows and you're like, I know I need to, but that terrifies me. Like, because that's where I was. I was like, I know I need to do my brows, but I'm terrified. So the volumizing brow tint, Maureen talked about it at the beginning. It's got a little spoolie on it. And it's just like a little brush, similar to like mascara for your eyebrows. And you just kind of brush it over your hairs. And so it gives that definition of the hairs that are already there. Not as much shape, and you don't have as much control as you would with your brow liner, but it's a great starting point.
Also, I have people that continuously use it because they don't want brows that are defined like mine. It's not their personality. It's not who they are. And so they're like, that is my style. It's my pace. Like, because you can tell that brows take just a little bit. And they're like, yeah, I'm not going to do that little bit. I'm like, well, then get some brow tint.
There you go. Yep.
And the product actually has little fibers in it to give you additional hairs, that hair-like look. It has fibers. So well, that's that.
That's awesome.
And then mascara.
Yes. Which mascara are you using?
I'm going to use Panorama. What are you using?
I'm using Panorama.
Oh, yay. Okay. So, yes, I have a magnifying mirror if y'all are wondering why she keeps like being all up in the mirror. You can start at the base of the lashes, go outward, or you can do a zhuzhing back and forth and work your way out. Panorama also has this little prong on the end to allow you to do the edges, and you can get the corners and pull them outward.
Perfect. I'm using Panorama too. Oh, I guess I should take my mirror back out. I can't do that by myself. Or I could, just wouldn't look very good.
Unsuccessfully.
Yes, unsuccessfully. And you also have a third brush in there also. So Maureen talked about the little spikes on the end. And then if you look right here, okay, there is an hourglass shape. And then there's a straight across shape. Do you notice that difference?
Yeah. Right there, freeze. There you go.
So it really helps coat every single lash and fan them out and make them look.
Why am I doing such a good job? I'm about to go take this right off. That's so funny. I'm like all here for it. Hang on. I'm just going to hit the bottom lashes because I'm getting ready for bed.
I'm like, is it too late to grab a babysitter for us to go out?
Right? Oh, that's so adorable. I love it. Grab my hot man.
Actually, one of our favorite date nights is masking together.
That's funny.
Yep.
That's sweet.
Did you talk about swirling your mascara and not pumping?
I did not. Okay, so when you are using your mascara, sometimes women will pump. That actually pumps air into your mascara and dries it out. Also, you are going to swirl like that so that it grabs the mascara that's on the side. However, you are going to trade your mascara. You're going to purchase new mascara every 3 months, no matter how much you use it. And the reason for that is because your eyes have little mites, everybody's does. And once you do your mascara one time, then you put the mascara wand back into the tube. Well, the tube is what? It's dark and it's moist. So it becomes a petri dish. So you want to go ahead and purchase new mascara every 3 months.
Yes.
So that it will have that not be your story and promote like impurities and discomfort and further problems with the eye area.
Yes.
We're gonna go lips. Let's do this.
Let's do it.
Oh, I'm doing lip gloss. She's doing lipstick.
Which one are you doing?
I am doing Unique Mauve.
Oh, I love that one.
It's
So this
so
is,
pretty.
yes, this is Better Than Bare. This is one of our new Supreme Hydrating Lipsticks. So
That's
beautiful.
really pretty. That's really pretty on you. Notice how she strengthened her eyes and went light on the lips. That makes her eyes more noticeable and her lips more muted. Very pretty. And then mine is a little bit more on the lips, but not a lot. When you strengthen the eyes, the lips can be medium or light, but you don't want to go strong and super strong because it's too much. So yeah, you look gorgeous.
You look gorgeous. Okay. So we have, go for it. I'm gonna
Okay,
pass it
so
to you.
right now, I want you to grab your piece of paper and write down for your consultant 5 people who would enjoy like a color treatment, who would enjoy a referral from you. You will be rewarded with that by the selection of a half price item of your choice. So write down 5 names and phone numbers of kind people. Make them kind. Don't give me no phone people. And then you will get a half price item of your choice.
Yes.
And then get those to your people, to your consultant.
Yes. So referrals are like tips when you go to a restaurant. If you had fun, if you enjoyed the experience, your tip is a little more, so hopefully you had fun tonight and you are sending some referrals over to your consultant. So that helps her so much grow her business. So we've got a few bundles for you ladies tonight that hopped on. So some of you already took advantage of these bundles and some have not yet, but we want to go ahead and share them for everyone. So these are out with the old, in with the new makeup bundles. Okay, the first one is the classic bundle. And this is for the gal that's like bare minimum, like likes a little makeup, but doesn't want to take extra time to go the extra mile. So you've got your foundation primer, your foundation, that Light Beam liquid eyeshadow that we used in the beginning. You've got Panorama mascara, that silky setting powder to put on your face to set your foundation. And you have the blending brush to put on your foundation with. And then you have the all over powder brush to put your powder on with. And then you have either a lipstick or a lip gloss. Okay, so basic makeup, kind of your everyday look for $137. And then you have the classic plus. So even if you're like, I wear those top ones on a day-to-day basis, but I want a little extra. Okay, y'all, now it's spring cleaning time. It's time to clean out that makeup drawer, get you some new products to start the spring off right. Just in time for Easter and all those things coming up. So the Classic Plus comes with that perfect palette that we showed you, where we've got everything you need right there. You've got your 3 favorite eyeshadows, you've got contour, highlighter, and blush. And then you get really all of the brushes with this. So you get everything in the classic bundle plus this extra stuff. You get your blush brush or your cheek brush. You get the eye blending brush. You get the all over eyeshadow brush, the eye crease brush, the eye smudger, and brow liner. And with the Classic Plus, you also get this free makeup bag. So this makeup bag is gorgeous in that it's clear, so it's super easy to look through and find what you need. And then it also has like a little elastic pieces in the middle of it for you to slide products down in, so that way they don't roll all over the place. So you get that makeup bag for free when you purchase the Classic Plus bundle. Okay, so these are our 2 bundles for tonight. So let me stop sharing so I can see you again. So I have 3 things I want you to text your consultant. Okay, so this is how our giveaway tonight is a little different, just with us turning off comments and everything. We wanted to come back afterwards and do the drawing to make sure we've got everyone in there that needs to be in there. So if you registered for tonight on the registration link, your name is already in the drawing once. Okay, but there's more ways to enter. And so if you send referrals to your consultant, your name's going in the drawing again. So 5 referrals equals 1 time in the drawing, but y'all, we're gonna step it up. So for each additional person that you refer to your consultant, you will get your name in the drawing an extra time. Okay, so there's your referral piece of the drawing, and then answering these questions. gets your name in there again. So the first thing is, which bundle did you like? What do you want to take home? What do you want to add to your makeup bag? Okay. Do you want to just throw all the old out and bring in the new? What did you like? Okay, so that's number one. Number two is I need a skincare experience. We talked about that at the beginning, that if you have not talked about skincare with your consultant, she wants to help you. She wants you to try out some of those skincare products. So let her know that you're interested in a skincare appointment. And that can be with just you or with some friends. If you bring friends along, there's an incredible hostess program that your consultant has going on. And then the last thing is your consultant is in a contest right now to share about the Mary Kay business opportunity. So if you are willing to help her with her contest to kind of practice sharing about the business, that would be a yes or a no. I'm interested in helping you practice sharing about the business. And so those are the three things you're going to text your consultant, plus the referrals, and then those three other things. Okay. Anything else, Maureen?
I think that's it.
Okay. Thank you so much for spending your night with us. We appreciate it so much. You supporting your consultant and just being here. It means the world to us. So we hope you all have a fabulous night.
Thank you. Good night.